It'll be all good. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a good weekend. Um, Hope you got some work done on your revisions and started working on your cover preferences. I know I started to. I was in New York though, so I was a little bit busy with that. But definitely gonna be putting a lot of work towards that this week. But yeah, happy to be back. I have a slide to share. Let me get to that. Let me know if you can't see this or anything. You guys can all see it. Yeah. All right. Cool. Okay. Cool. So revisions and cover preferences. Just to start, we're going to do like a little around the horn thing. Not many people here today, so this probably won't take very long. I'll probably put something out about attendance. As we get more into these revisions, it's important for people to show up, but it's all good. I understand it's midterm week for some people, but yeah, here you go. So one cool thing or one thing you're excited for, I'll start. One cool thing that happened to me this week was Eric. I got my manuscript feedback. Finally, I was towards the back end of the group, and Eric had a really good framework that he worked on and bounced some ideas off him. We had some really good ideas where I could actually take my book and come up with a really big, cool idea that can stretch like pretty big and actually be useful. And it's a very catchy, cool, like I guess framework's the best word for it, but it makes my book like have a very precise idea that I think could be really impactful. So that was pretty exciting because my book, I felt like I was missing that. So yeah, so I'll just call on people. Julia, one cool thing.
Hi. I'm sorry it's a little loud. I'm in my cafeteria, but
No problem.
I woke up like 2 mornings ago and somebody donated $500 without telling me. So I was kind of psyched about that because I'm less than 200, I think 120 away from unlocking the paperback. So that was a huge push. But that was the cool thing that happened this week.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Thanks.
Cool. Yeah, and then we'll go to Maggie.
Hi. So my family and friends really came through and they knocked my pre-sale out of the park. So I have just been enjoying, I just got back from spring break. We had our first day of class back today. So I've just been enjoying the fact that like I don't really have to worry about that anymore. Just kind of focusing in on getting some revisions, sitting down and really just doing that. And I'm chilling, honestly. I'm feeling really good.
Yeah, it's awesome. No, you both are killing it with the pre-sales. I need to up my own game. Catch up.
Maggie's currently 4 pre-orders away from her audiobook, and I'm just like so close. Maggie, the first to unlock. Are you going to be the first to reach the audiobook? Because you have a couple people right behind you right now. You got.
I should get like 4 people to go order this book like today.
Yeah, like come on.
Win the contest.
That's right now. Who's going to be the first?
I'm very competitive, so I will do it.
Yeah.
And actually, what I'm actually going to share with everyone right now. So since you are all on the session right now, you get the benefit of knowing this, and I'm also going to use this as a way to see who actually watches the recording. But the first person to actually unlock all versions of their book, so to do the paperback, ebook, audiobook, and hardcover. So the first person to get to their hardcover, when they publish this summer, I am going to get you personally engraved. Does anybody watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Anybody watch it? Okay, so you know the Halloween contest in season 5. Jake Peralta gets custom made a cummerbund, or as someone would like to call it, a wrestling belt that is written on it that you are the best human/genius creator. I will personally get this made for whoever is the first person to get there. So if anybody's looking for competition, there you have it.
Oh dang! I didn't realize there was that much of a stake in it, but
no, I want to see who can do it. I want to see who can do it.
All right, well, it's on now, so awesome. Yeah, that's exciting for sure. So is there anything else you want to say before we dive into a few things, Brian?
No, go right ahead.
Okay, cool. So great. So yeah, manuscript revisions. As you know, we're in the midst of those. You should have your manuscript plan done by now for sure. And hopefully you're actually starting to follow it. I know I had a revision I was supposed to get done today. I might have to push it back a little bit just because of the weekend and being a little sick. But hopefully you're on your way to doing that. Make sure you submit your revisions by the end of each week. Whenever that date is. I think Monday means the end of each week is what we mean, right, Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then with your DE marketing editors, just kind of same deal. They'll share a short report, and you track your progress. I mean, pretty easy stuff. Is there any questions about revisions or anything? This is a long process, but it'll be a good one. It'll make our books really good. And we'll start to be doing some other things besides just rewriting pretty soon. So, any questions about that? No. All right, cool.
Yeah. Before we move on to the next thing, if anybody has made revisions in the past 2 or 3 days and they haven't tagged their marketing editor, go take 2 seconds to go tag your marketing editor on that.
Yeah.
That way they can do it. Just because the more you get in the habit of tagging them, the more they're going to actually know to actually check things, because they will not check it otherwise. And you need to check it.
Yeah, good call. So I'll give you a couple seconds to do that. Okay, cool. So make sure you're tagging. That's really important. So next thing is cover preferences. This is something we worked on last week, as you may remember. And if you watch the session, great. Basically, the cover preferences stuff. Hopefully, you assembled your list of 15 to 20 that you liked and 15 to 20 you didn't like, and put them in the cover preferences doc, as well as your bookstore trip. As well as doing your bookstore trip. Make sure you, if you haven't done this or you're a little bit behind on it, make sure you're there by next week, because it's really important for our workshop. Personally, I need to put it in the worksheet, but I'm a little behind. But I have all the stuff together. Is there any questions about that? Does anyone want me to just go over or give a couple examples? No. Okay. Yeah. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, one thing that I'll add about this, to be very explicit about it, is next week's workshop, we're literally going to use that exact cover preferences exercise document for the workshop next week. So if it's not filled out, you're going to have a hard time creating and doing some fun things with book covers next week. So without that document, you won't have a fun time doing that exercise.
Right. Yeah, and I'll try and send out a reminder later this week. We can. But I was thinking we could talk about it a little bit. Just have some questions for you guys, a little debrief. Was there anything challenging in the exercise? Were you surprised by anything gravitated towards, any common themes? If anyone wants to chime in, or I can get the conversation started. I mean, I don't know. I think personally, I kind of like a little bit more minimalist of a cover, but at the same time, I kind of was attracted to covers that had a very specific, unique design that was a little bit colorful, but not too crazy. Kind of like my ideal cover in a lot of ways was Eric Ries's Lean Startup. It's just kind of a cool design that was almost like a logo for his book, but wasn't anything that popped too much. But it looked at the same time very modern and futuristic. Anyone else have any thoughts, challenges looking at it?
I can't find it. What is it called?
The cover preferences. Oh, that's just the worksheet. I mean, are you looking for the book or the cover preferences?
Cover preferences.
I think it's a cover preferences template.
Got it. Thank you.
Right. Yeah. Definitely watched the session last week then.
Since Maggie does not have it in, Just everyone take 2 seconds, go into your folder and make sure you have it. And if you don't, create a copy of it and place it in your folder.
Right.
Just like literally everyone should go make sure it's in their folder. Because it really is super beneficial and it's a fun exercise to do. I don't talk about covers because they're fun. They genuinely are. So I can't nerd out with you on covers otherwise. Fun.
That's for sure. But yeah, definitely put some thought into this, like what you like, what you don't like. It can give us a lot of perspective. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah. Anyone else have any thoughts about this? Is there anything like tough? Anything? Any common themes they want to share? No. Okay. Well, yeah. I hope you're you get this done by next week. Really important. Hey, Rob.
I want to know what is one cover that everybody. I want to know from every single person. So Carson really liked the Lean Startup by Eric Ries. Who are there any covers that anybody else has like looked at, either for this exercise or in general, that they think is really cool? I want to go around the horn. Everyone talk about one cover.
Sure, we can. I'll start calling people then. Sorry to put you on the spot, but we'll go Julia.
So I'm a little confusing because there's a lot of different ones I like little elements of that I want to add in, but one of my all-time favorite covers, I'll just name one of the ones I put on there, is Practice You. It's a journal by Elena Brower, and it's not like an actual book, it's just this big journal, but I love watercolor, brush strokes, and pastel colors, so I really like how it was minimal, like Carson said, and it kind of had the same like calming vibe that I hope to bring for the book.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Then we'll go to Maggie.
I like texted Eric an image like a couple months ago that I had like, I don't know, I'd like had a dream about the book. And so I kind of imagined like an American flag made out of like red Solo cups and like ping pong balls, like kind of thinking about like college like beer pong. And like, so I don't necessarily, like I can go look at different book covers, and I will do that obviously because I haven't done the exercise and I apologize for that. But like, what do I do with like an image? You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not necessarily a cover that's already been made.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to share with you on that one because literally like a year ago, there was another author, Jerome Smalls, author of Small Talk, who one of the things we'll be doing that we'll talk about more on this one is you're literally going to grab 30 minutes with me 2 weeks from now, and we're going to like sit down and run through like this document you're going to create called your cover brief, walk through it, explain your vision to me so that way we can tactically execute it on with the designer. Literally the night before I was supposed to talk covers with Jerome, he had a dream just like the one you're talking about here, Maggie, except for his book. And you can go look up his book on Amazon. It's a great cover, and that was literally the dream he had of what his book cover should look like. And that's totally doable. I like it a lot.
Cool.
Powerful image right there. But yeah, those types of moments are good to have.
Love a good dream, you know?
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. We'll go to Katie. Katie? Oh, wait, am I muted? No.
Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself.
Oh, no. Oh, no problem. Go ahead.
So Julie and I went to a bookstore the other day, and like from looking online and both going to the bookstore, I feel like I've always I'm attracted to covers that are very like bold text where like the cover or like that's the most important part is the name. And I think since mine is Live Live, that's kind of catchy. I want the text to be the center and focus. And then I really like when they do like illustrations versus real photos or drawings. I just think illustrations are really eye-catching, and you can make them very simple but tell a story. So I saw this one like cookbook that was at the store we went, and it was called Solo, and it was really cool. Just like it was like SOLO, and then on one line an LO on the bottom, and then one of the O's was like a plate that was an animation. So I just thought that was really cool. So I took a picture of that. But that's kind of the idea of things that I like.
Oh yeah, awesome, great. There's someone here on a cell phone. I think it's Kate. Is that Kate? Maybe no. Okay. I think someone's zooming on a cell phone. It doesn't show your name, so. I guess we'll go to Rob. Rob, is there like one cover that you've been? Oh wait, no. Hey.
Sorry, it is Kate. I was just trying to figure out how to unmute.
Oh no, yeah, no problem. Go ahead.
So I kind of also have an idea in my head of what I want my cover to somewhat look like. So my book is called Rootless. So I'm imagining like a tree with like long roots. So kind of simplistic, but I like the whole nature theme. And keeping it simple. Yeah.
Cool. Great. Awesome. Yeah, and then Rob, one last one. I think you already have a cover, but
He already has a cover, so
Yeah.
if you don't mind,
I was going to say the cover that I've been digging recently is my own. So
yeah, good for you.
I guess just to answer it. I mean, I actually have them. I could pull up my thing real quick, but wait.
Yeah, if you want to unshare your screen, Carson, I'll share mine. So
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll
I think.
at, Rob's cover.
Oh, wait, hold up. Yeah, go ahead.
You know, no big deal.
Fancy.
You know, actually of real humans. He actually got his friends and family to be in on that photo shoot. It's pretty badass. Although I gotta share, Rob, there's a cover that's practically dethroned you in the cover design conversation. I if I'm bringing it up though, I have to share it. I have to put my money where my mouth is.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it and you're gonna be like, yup, I get it.
Shen Li in the comments. She goes, damn.
Yeah, you just see it and you're like, yup.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Same designer as you, Rob. Same designer as you. So I'm just saying.
Oh shit, that's so cool with the I love how the cob, how it spirals up with the DNA. Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty slick.
That looks just so pro. That's insane. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, Shen Li. Shout out. I feel bad. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Is it Surgeon?
Yeah,
Surgeon.
Surgeon? Yeah, shout out Surgeon. Surgeon is the best.
Yeah, awesome. Great. You mind? Yeah, there you go.
All my designers are great though, so don't you worry. I got your back.
Yeah, that I have to, obviously help me out. So I gotta, but yeah, that I said my own cover, and then I guess this one too. I just happen to have it on my desk. I've always loved too. I just love sort of that epic sort of spacey imagery and stuff that really touches your eyes.
Yeah, great. No, yeah, it's awesome to hear from everybody. As Brian was saying, we're going to dive into covers a little bit more in the next couple weeks. But for those of you who already have your ideas, or for Rob, it's exciting to see like how the concepts are going to turn out. It's going to be even cooler when we have them in our hands. So really excited about that. So we'll dive into like the main part of the session today, which is advanced readers. Basically, for advanced readers, this is like our next big part of revisions, as well as doing like following your revisions plan and doing that kind of stuff. Basically, to summarize what advanced readers is, and Brian, you can add on to what I'm going to say before you head out. But basically, these are like your friends, family, people, like professors, even people you want their opinion on, like to read your manuscript and give you some good feedback on before like it goes to anybody else. So like before you to give some like not necessarily grammatical feedback, but more like idea feedback. Is there anything you want to add to that, Brian?
Yeah, so I recommend everyone just watch the playlist, like the 3 videos on advanced readers that I have, because that'll be way more helpful and useful as a tool than anything else that I could ever say. So honestly, just watch the video. And if you have questions still about what an advanced reader is, how to use them to your advantage, let me know. Otherwise, you're good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And those videos were, by the way, they were linked in the message I sent out a few days ago. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do. But
This
we're
is a
gonna go.
fun exercise though, so enjoy this one. I'm gonna duck out here because I have some calls that I have to do with some authors, but this
Yeah.
is a fun one.
All right, see you, Brian.
Catch you later.
All right, so yeah, so we're gonna. I think there's 4 or 5 steps to this, so we're gonna go through them. So first of all, the first step we're gonna do for a couple minutes is create your advanced readers list. Basically, just follow this guide right here. You guys should know how to like copy and rename and move stuff already. I'll be doing this too with you guys. Yeah. So well, let me pause the share. Oh yeah. So just take a couple minutes to do that. Once again, any questions as I go, let me know.
What folder are we putting it in?
Manuscript revisions.
Thank you.
Hey, sorry, I had to get up for 1 second. Did you say that this was in a specific folder?
Yeah, manuscript revisions. Like you can just search it up and then place it into your manuscript revisions.
Oh,
You
cool.
copy it.
Thank you.
Right, so yeah, take a couple minutes to do that. Okay. All right, now you guys hopefully have that done. Next, this one will take about 10 minutes or so. But basically, copy and paste everyone that you interviewed in your book and the chapters where they're featured at. Once again, this is in the playlist and everything, but this is important because before you want to release any stories about the people that you interviewed, you obviously probably want to get their permission about what they said, and this is a good way to also get their feedback and help them add to your story if need be. Not everybody probably will read your story because they might not, like depending on who the person is, they might just think you're fine to write about whatever was in the interview, or they might not even get back to you again. But just an important thing to keep in mind. So we'll take about 10 minutes, list everyone you interviewed in your book and the chapters where they're featured. Let me know if you have any questions about this as we go, but take about 10 minutes. So. I'll just share my screen as we're going, just to show what I'm doing. Feel free to, still work on your stuff, obviously, but.
Carson, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So there are a couple people that I interviewed that I really didn't use anything that they said in my book, and I'm still putting them down, but do you suggest like they even advance read, or like if they should be included on the list if I don't really include them in the book?
I would just put them down, but like whether or not you send out, whether or not you reach out is up to your discretion. Based on what you're saying, maybe not, but if you want, because like you have nothing to show them necessarily, but like from what they said, but if you want to, go ahead. So.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Take like 5 more minutes to do that. Keep working through. Okay. Hopefully you guys don't need too much more time on that. We'll go to our next step. So step 3 is create a list of 3 to 5 close friends or family members you trust to read your manuscript. So like this, I mean, this won't probably take 10 minutes, but I'll give you like 5 to 10 minutes because might take some thought. But the thing about advanced readers is you don't want to give to like everybody that's your close friends or family. You just want to give it to a few people that you really trust their advice and trust and value their advice on maybe on the subject or just in your book in general. So take some time, 3 to 5 close friends, family members, and put them on the list. As you're doing this, I also forgot to fill out like the rest of the columns, like C, D, E, all the way through. You don't have to like fill it out too entirely. Just most important are like their email and stuff or how you're going to reach them. Yeah. So I'll give you a few more minutes on this. Go to 540. Yeah. There's probably enough time. Let me know if you guys need any more time on that. But yeah, not too hard, but probably takes a little bit of thought. So we'll move on. So step 4, we want you to like begin the outreach. So I know this is might be a little bit intimidating, but to your friends and family list, basically just text them, say would mean the world to me if you really copy your manuscript. Take a few minutes right now. Shouldn't take more than like 5 minutes or so, but send out those texts. Send out the texts to the people that you put on your list, and yeah, just get their feedback. Oh, we'll talk about what you want them to do in a minute, but just begin the outreach. Yeah.
Carson, I have a question.
Yeah.
So if there was like people, to Julia's point, that we interviewed but we're not going to really use in the book, but they're kind of like industry experts, would that be like a good person to ask to like be a a reader? Or do you think it would be better to wait on something like that?
As Julia was saying, I think the point of like these early advanced readers are like more to just see if they like the story you wrote about them. So if you interviewed them and didn't put it in your book, then or if you didn't interview them, I wouldn't worry about it quite yet. I'll get back to I'll ask Brian after this and get back to you guys on that though. But just to be clear, this step 4 right here though, just friends and family. So just texting them. We'll go into the other people in step 5. But yeah, does that answer your question a little bit? So
Yes, I think so. Thank
all
you.
right, perfect. Yeah, cool. So yeah, we'll take 5 minutes. Just text your family and friends. So. So you like 2 more minutes on that, then we'll move on. All right, cool. I think we'll move on to the last step. Step number 5. This is more for your like the people you interviewed. You're probably gonna want to have to email them. So there's a template. Let me navigate to it. Either template, yeah, advanced reader email. I think that's the right one. Yeah. Okay. Basically, just copy it, rename it. You know the whole drill. Take out this whole stuff in. We're gonna send out these emails by Friday. Basically, we'll give you a little bit more information as it goes, but create a copy for the next like 3 minutes. Oh, I mean, we're just creating the copy. I guess the plan is to. Sorry, Brian made these slides because I was sick. So the plan, I think, is to send this out in a few days, and we'll give you some extra information of what to include. But basically, as you can see, the template's pretty easy. Just put in, just fill it out before you send them out on Friday or whenever you feel comfortable sending them out. And this goes in your manuscript revisions folder, by the way. Does that make sense, everyone? Cool. So just take a couple minutes to do that. All right, cool. So yeah, some notes about the advanced readers. Here's something that I mean, hopefully you didn't say too much or you're reaching out, but basically to let you know what the this information is all in the videos that were sent out last week. So make sure you watch those. But basically, you're going to send out your manuscript in waves, so like 1/3 of your manuscript at a time. And we're not going to be like engaging with these advanced readers for a little bit, like at least a month before we get started. But yeah, I mean, you guys can read over it. But basically, they'll have some time. Like advanced readers will give you like time on your revised manuscript before you go to copy editing. So once again, your advanced readers will not be doing a lot of like grammatical stuff. They'll be doing more idea stuff, but they can do grammatical stuff. That's why it says before you go to copy editing. And this is for your sanity, because you'll probably get a lot of feedback from a grammar standpoint, and that could be pretty tedious and annoying sometimes. So just some keynotes right there. But hope the point of today was to begin the outreach, to get people committed to going. So does that make sense to everyone? Any questions? All right, coolio. We'll wrap up for today. Get you a little bit early. So basically, to recap what we did today, we started with advanced readers. Started doing the advanced readers and recapped our cover preferences. Remember, it's extremely important that you have your cover preferences stuff done by next week. And what's coming up in the front, we're going to start creating your covers for those of you besides Rob that haven't done it yet. And we'll also start working on the second part of our revision plan. So in the meantime, make sure you follow step 5. I think we'll add a little bit more information on this throughout the week, but to send out emails to your advanced readers, people you interviewed. We'll give you more information again, but and also watch those videos if you haven't yet. And then also finish up your cover preferences and keep working on your revisions. So does anyone have any questions before we take off? All right, cool. Well, thanks for showing up, guys. Appreciate it. I'll try and send some things. I appreciate the attendance. We'll try and get that up a little bit more because it's really important these next few weeks as we really get into revisions. But yeah, so everyone enjoy your week, and I'll see you guys next week. So bye.
Feel better.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Peace.
Yeah.